Welcome back, beautiful souls. I can see many of you aren't subscribed, so I would appreciate it if you guys would subscribe. I also want to mention that this is something I always wanted to do, so I hope you enjoy it. Please remember this is for fun. It's not perfect, I know, but I'm trying my best. So I hope you guys enjoy. S.Coups, the charismatic leader. Personality, S.Coups is the strong and reliable leader of 17. He embodies wisdom, calm authority, and strategic thinking. As the oldest, he feels a responsibility to guide his team with strength and compassion. Beneath his tough exterior, he has a gentle heart and cares deeply for his members. Appearance. S.Coups wears a sleek, dark tactical outfit with a sleeveless jacket and futuristic metallic accents. His gauntlet glows softly, signifying his protective nature and strength. His slicked-back dark hair and sharp eyes give him a confident, powerful look. Short story. S.Coups stood at the center of the battlefield, his gauntlet glowing with a soft blue light. His team was scattered around him, preparing for their next mission. He took a deep breath, his sharp eyes scanning the horizon. The weight of leadership was something he had grown accustomed to over the years, but it didn't make the burden any lighter. He was their leader, their protector, and he couldn't afford to show weakness. Yet, even with the weight of responsibility pressing down on him, S.Coups felt a calmness settle in his heart. His team trusted him, and he trusted them. Together, they were unstoppable. As the sun began to set, casting an orange glow over the battlefield, S.Coups raised his gauntlet, the light intensifying as he gathered his strength. His team stood behind him, ready for his command. With a single nod, they moved as one, their bond stronger than any challenge they faced. S.Coups led the charge, his gauntlet blazing with power as he protected his team from the oncoming attack. No matter how hard the fight, he would always stand at the front, shielding them from harm. He was their leader, their shield, and he wouldn't let them down. Jeonghan, the Angelic Trickster personality. Jeonghan is known for his playful and mischievous personality, often teasing his teammates. Despite his angelic appearance, he loves playing tricks and creating lighthearted chaos. He's clever, quick-witted, and always has a mischievous smile on his face. Appearance. Jeonghan has long, flowing silver hair that gives him an ethereal, almost angelic appearance. He wears white robes with silver accents, making him seem otherworldly, but his playful grin betrays his mischievous nature. Short story. Jeonghan floated lazily above the treetops, his silver hair flowing in the breeze. From below, his teammates were training, oblivious to the prank he was about to pull. With a flick of his wrist, a shower of glowing feathers descended from the sky, swirling around the group. They looked up in confusion, wondering where the feathers had come from. Jeonghan's grin widened as he watched their reactions. This was too easy. He snapped his fingers, and the feathers transformed into tiny glowing birds that playfully pecked at his teammates. The confusion quickly turned to laughter as they realized who was behind the trick. "Jeonghan!" one of them shouted, but he just laughed, disappearing into the clouds. His angelic appearance often fooled people, but those who knew him best understood that beneath the halo was a mischievous heart. He loved keeping everyone on their toes, always one step ahead with his playful tricks. Joshua. The gentle soul personality. Joshua is calm, collected, and thoughtful. He often plays the role of the peacemaker, soothing conflicts with his gentle demeanor and wise words. He's introspective, philosophical, and always seeks balance in his life, connecting deeply with nature and music. Appearance. Joshua has soft brown hair and wears a light blue tunic with gold embroidery, giving him a serene, calming presence. He carries a harp-like instrument, which he plays to bring peace and tranquility to those around him. Short story. Joshua sat by the river, the soft sound of the water mixing with the gentle strumming of his harp. His light blue tunic fluttered in the breeze as he played, creating a melody that calmed the heart. Birds landed nearby, their chirping blending harmoniously with the music. Joshua smiled softly, lost in the peace of the moment. He often sought refuge in nature, away from the chaos of the world. Here, he could think clearly, reflect on his journey, and find balance. As he played, small woodland animals gathered around him, drawn to the soothing melody. To Joshua, music was more than just sound. It was a way of communicating with the world. a way to bring harmony to those who needed it. In these moments of solitude, he felt connected to something larger, something timeless. The world was full of noise, but here, by the river, Joshua created a sanctuary of peace. Jun, the graceful martial artist. Personality: Jun is calm, mysterious, and disciplined. He rarely speaks, but is incredibly thoughtful and observant. As a martial artist, he is graceful, precise, and efficient in his movements. He values quiet moments of training, where he can perfect his craft and connect with his inner self. Appearance: Jun wears a sleek black and red martial arts uniform, highlighting his agility and strength. His hair is tied back neatly, and his movements are fluid and precise, reflecting his deep connection to his martial arts practice. Short story. Jun moved silently through the forest, his black and red martial arts uniform blending with the shadows. His steps were light, barely disturbing the leaves beneath his feet. This was where he felt most at peace, alone in the wilderness, practicing his craft. Every movement was calculated, every strike precise. He could feel the wind shift with each motion, reacting to the energy he released into the air. In this quiet solitude, Jun found clarity. Without warning, a small stone flew toward him from the trees. Jun caught it effortlessly, his eyes narrowing as he scanned the treetops. A playful challenge from one of his teammates, no doubt. With a subtle smile, he dropped the stone and continued his training. He appreciated the camaraderie, but there was something about these quiet moments that he cherished. Alone in the forest, he could truly connect with his inner strength. Hoshi, the energetic performer. Personality: Hoshi is bursting with energy and enthusiasm. He's passionate about performance, always giving 100% in everything he does. His endless energy and optimism light up the room, making him the spark that drives his team forward. He thrives in the spotlight, where he can express himself fully through dance. Appearance: Hoshi has spiky blonde hair and wears a vibrant, neon-colored outfit that reflects his energetic personality. His movements are fast and precise, creating afterimages as he dances with electrifying speed and power. Short story. Hoshi grinned as the crowd roared with excitement, his heart racing in time with the music. The stage was his playground, and he was ready to put on the performance of a lifetime. His neon-colored outfit shimmered under the stage lights as he launched into his dance, moving with such speed and precision that his movements left afterimages in their wake. The audience was captivated, their cheers growing louder with each perfectly timed move. As the music swelled, Hoshi's energy only grew. He loved this: the adrenaline, the rush of the performance, the connection with the crowd. Every leap, every spin, was a burst of light and energy, and he thrived in the spotlight. The world around him blurred, and all that existed was the music, the movement, and the joy of being alive in that moment. For Hoshi, there was nothing better than this: the pure, unfiltered joy of performance. Wonwoo, the silent strategist personality. Wonwoo is quiet, introspective, and incredibly intelligent. He prefers to observe from the background, analyzing every situation with a sharp, strategic mind. His calm demeanor often hides the depth of his thoughts, and he only speaks when he feels it's necessary. While quiet, he's deeply loyal and thoughtful. Appearance: Wonwoo has short black hair and sharp eyes, often wearing glasses. His attire is sleek, consisting of a dark, well-fitted suit and a long trench coat, giving him a mysterious and intellectual appearance. Short story. Wonwoo sat at his desk, the glow from his laptop illuminating his serious expression. The room was quiet, just the way he liked it. Outside, the city buzzed with activity, but in here it was just him and his thoughts. His fingers tapped lightly on the keyboard as he analyzed the data in front of him. Every battle required careful planning. Every move had to be calculated. That was where Wonwoo thrived, in the space between action and strategy. He didn't need to be the loudest or the most visible. His strength lay in his ability to think several steps ahead, anticipating every possibility. As he finished his analysis, he leaned back in his chair, pushing his glasses up slightly. The data was clear, and the strategy he had devised would ensure their success. He stood up, grabbing his trench coat from the back of the chair, and stepped out into the night. The city streets were dark, illuminated only by the soft glow of streetlights. Wonwoo moved through the shadows, blending into the night. He didn't need the spotlight. He was content with the knowledge that his quiet strength was what would guide his team to victory. Woozi, the musical genius personality. Woozi is focused, hardworking, and incredibly talented. As the main producer for 17, he dedicates himself to his craft with discipline and precision. Despite his small stature, he commands respect with his skills and passion for music. He often gets lost in his work, finding comfort in the process of creation. Appearance. Woozi has soft pink hair and wears a stylish, casual jacket decorated with musical notes. His hands often glow softly, symbolizing his connection to sound and music. His appearance is unassuming, but his aura is one of quiet power and dedication. Short story. Woozi sat in his studio, the familiar hum of sound equipment filling the room. His fingers hovered over the keys of his keyboard as he carefully crafted the next section of the song. His soft pink hair fell into his eyes as he worked, but he didn't bother brushing it away. In this space, time seemed to stop. Every note, every beat had to be perfect. Music wasn't just something he did, it was who he was. The world outside could be chaotic, but in here, Woozi had complete control over every sound, every rhythm. As he played a soft melody, the room seemed to come alive with sound. His hands glowed faintly as he manipulated the sound waves, creating intricate patterns of music that swirled around him. Woozi smiled, satisfied with the progress he had made. For him, music was a form of expression, one that words couldn't always capture. It was his way of communicating, his way of leaving a mark on the world. And as long as he had this, his music, his passion, he knew he was exactly where he needed to be. DK, the bright and optimistic warrior personality. DK is full of light and energy. He's optimistic, always wearing a smile, and his positive attitude lifts the spirits of those around him. He's passionate about singing and performing, and his powerful voice matches his radiant personality. DK's warmth and energy make him the emotional center of the team. Appearance. DK has bright wavy hair and wears a golden-white outfit that seems to glow with a radiant warmth. His smile is bright and infectious, and his energy radiates from him like sunlight. He carries himself with confidence and joy, embodying positivity in every aspect. Short story. DK stood at the edge of the stage, his heart racing with excitement. The sun was beginning to set, casting a golden glow over the audience, but the real light was coming from him. Dressed in his shining gold and white outfit, he practically glowed as he looked out over the crowd. He raised the microphone to his lips, his voice ringing out with a power that seemed to touch the sky. DK lived for moments like this, when his voice could reach every corner of the world, bringing light and hope to everyone who listened. As he sang, DK felt the energy of the audience fill him, their cheers and applause like fuel for his radiant spirit. His voice soared, and the stage seemed to glow brighter with each note. DK's smile never faltered, his joy infectious. He was the sun, shining brightly for everyone to see. And even when the stage lights dimmed, he knew that his light would continue to shine in the hearts of those who heard him. For DK, singing wasn't just a talent. It was his way of spreading love and positivity to the world. Mingyu, the charismatic warrior. Personality. Mingyu is charismatic, confident, and hardworking. He's known for his tall, handsome appearance, but also for his humble and down-to-earth attitude. He's always looking out for his teammates and works tirelessly to improve himself. His charm and strength make him a natural leader, but he's never one to flaunt it. Appearance. Mingyu is tall and striking, with sharp features and sleek black armor. His confident stance and calm demeanor give him an air of charisma, and his dual blades are always at the ready, symbolizing his strength and precision in battle. Short story. Mingyu stood in the middle of the training grounds, his breath steady as he held his dual blades at the ready. The sun was setting, casting long shadows across the field, but he remained focused. His sleek black armor glinted in the fading light, and his sharp eyes scanned the horizon. Every movement was calculated, every strike precise. For Mingyu, this was more than just training. It was a test of his discipline, his strength. He wanted to be the best, not just for himself, but for his team. They depended on him, and he wouldn't let them down. As he moved through his routine, his blades cut through the air with a sharp, precise sound. His muscles ached, but Mingyu pushed through the exhaustion, his determination unshaken. He had always been the type to push himself beyond his limits, to strive for perfection in everything he did. And when the battle came, he would be ready. With a final, powerful strike, Mingyu lowered his blades, his heart racing with adrenaline. He knew that no matter the challenge, he had the strength and the will to overcome it. The 8, the serene fighter personality. The 8 is calm, artistic, and composed. He expresses himself through graceful movements and martial arts, often connecting deeply with his surroundings. Despite his quiet nature, he is incredibly strong, both physically and mentally. He values balance, not only in combat, but in life, always seeking harmony between strength and serenity. Appearance. The 8 has long, flowing hair and wears a fusion of traditional and modern attire, blending elegance with practicality. His movements are graceful, almost like a dance, and he carries an air of quiet strength and wisdom. Short story. The 8 moved through the bamboo forest, each step as quiet as the wind. His traditional yet modern attire flowed with him, the fabric catching the breeze as he practiced his martial arts. Every strike was precise, every motion fluid and controlled. The bamboo swayed gently around him, reacting to the energy he released into the air. For the 8, martial arts wasn't just a way to fight, it was a way to express himself, to find balance between strength and serenity. He paused for a moment, closing his eyes as he let the wind guide his next movement. The air shifted, and with it, the 8 spun gracefully, his hand cutting through the air as if drawing invisible lines. The world around him seemed to slow, the sound of the wind and the rustling bamboo becoming a soft melody that matched the rhythm of his heart. This was where he found peace, in the balance between motion and stillness, between power and grace. The 8 smiled softly, knowing that he had found his harmony. Seungkwan, the vocal powerhouse personality. Seungkwan is expressive, passionate, and full of life. He's known for his powerful voice and strong emotions, which he doesn't hesitate to share. Whether making his teammates laugh or delivering a heartfelt performance, Seungkwan pours his heart into everything he does. He's witty, quick on his feet, and always adds a burst of energy to any situation. Appearance. Seungkwan has expressive eyes and vibrant, colorful clothing that reflects his energetic personality. His vocal ability is visually represented through sonic waves that radiate from him when he sings, creating a dynamic and powerful presence. Short story. Seungkwan stood center stage, the lights dimmed and the world around him silent. His heart raced with anticipation, but he felt calm. He was born for this moment. Dressed in a vibrant, layered outfit that shimmered under the spotlight, he took a deep breath and raised the microphone to his lips. The first note rang out clear and strong, and with it came waves of energy that rippled through the air. His voice soared, filling the entire arena with a sound that was both powerful and full of emotion. Every word he sang carried meaning. Every note reached deep into the hearts of those listening. As the song built toward its climax, Seungkwan's voice grew stronger, his expression filled with emotion. Sonic waves radiated from him, shimmering in the air like visible sound. The audience was captivated, hanging on every note. Seungkwan felt the connection between him, the music, and the people who were listening. It was moments like this that reminded him why he loved singing. His voice wasn't just powerful, it was a way of communicating what words alone couldn't express. And as he hit the final high note, the sonic waves exploded outward, leaving a lasting impact on everyone who heard him. Vernon, the laid-back rebel personality. Vernon is cool, laid-back, and has a quiet confidence about him. He's known for his witty remarks and chill demeanor, often approaching challenges with a calm, rebellious attitude. Despite his relaxed exterior, Vernon is deeply loyal and always ready to stand up for what he believes in. He has a carefree spirit, but is protective of those close to him. Appearance. Vernon wears casual street-style clothing, including a hoodie and sneakers, giving him a laid-back urban look. His tousled hair and calm expression reflect his rebellious charm, and he often blends into the shadows, manipulating them to his advantage. Short story. Vernon leaned against the alley wall, his hoodie pulled up as he watched the city lights flicker in the distance. The streets were quiet tonight, just the way he liked it. His calm, laid-back demeanor made him seem like he wasn't paying attention. But Vernon was always aware, always observing. The shadows around him shifted slightly as he moved, reacting to his presence. In the stillness of the night, he had control over them, bending the darkness to his will. It was a subtle power, one that didn't need to be flashy to be effective. Suddenly, he heard footsteps approaching. Without moving, Vernon let the shadows stretch out, covering his form and blending him into the night. The person walked by, completely unaware of his presence. Vernon smirked, stepping out of the shadows as the figure disappeared into the distance. He didn't need to engage. He had already won by staying one step ahead. That was Vernon's style. He didn't need to be in the spotlight to make an impact. Sometimes the quiet, rebellious ones were the most dangerous. He slipped his hands into his pockets and strolled casually down the street, disappearing into the city's labyrinth of lights and shadows. Dino, the energetic prodigy personality. Dino is full of youthful energy, ambition, and determination. As the youngest member of 17, he is constantly pushing himself to improve and prove his skills. Dino is driven, hardworking, and always eager to learn. His boundless enthusiasm and positive attitude make him a force to be reckoned with. Appearance. Dino has spiky hair and wears a futuristic, dynamic outfit with glowing patterns that reflect his high-energy persona. His movements are fast and powerful, often creating bursts of energy with each step, symbolizing his drive and passion. Short story. Dino bounced on the balls of his feet, his heart racing as the music started to play. He was on a high-tech training ground, surrounded by holographic targets that moved unpredictably. Dressed in his futuristic outfit with glowing patterns, Dino grinned as he launched into action. Every step he took sent bursts of energy rippling through the ground, his movements fast and precise. He loved the feeling of adrenaline rushing through him, the thrill of pushing his body to its limits. The targets appeared faster, but Dino was ready. He leaped into the air, twisting mid-jump to deliver a powerful kick that sent shockwaves of energy rippling outward. The target shattered, and Dino landed gracefully, his breath coming in excited gasps. He was driven by the desire to prove himself, not just to others, but to himself. Dino knew he had the potential to be great, and he was willing to put in the work to get there. As the final target appeared, he smiled confidently, ready to give it everything he had. With a powerful burst of energy, he launched himself forward, knowing that this was only the beginning of what he could achieve. If you enjoyed this little fun twist, we invite you to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to like this video and share it with fellow fans who love 17 as well. Your support helps us create more engaging content that celebrates our love for all K-pop. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to bringing you more exciting fun content.